All right, guys. So on this video today, let me focus this. Your eyes are probably hurting there. On this video, I want to make sure you understand very clearly what the slope formula is. Let me set that. So we're going to have a specific y minus y over x minus x equals a fraction. All right, and we want this fraction. And whatever this fraction ends up equaling, we're going to call that our slope for the problem, okay? So today's lesson, we learned about what this fraction was. So we actually have a flow map if you want to take that out to get some help of each step of what you have to do. First step, label your x's and your y's. Second step, plug them into the formula. Negative has the formula. I plug in the coordinates, so I have 1 here, y minus y, and then here I have x, -3 minus 5. And now I have to figure out what this is both going to equal. I want you to use your Chromebook calculator. And I showed you how to go ahead about doing that, okay? So as we look at this again, I have 1 minus 3. That's the top. That was the numerator, right? I hit enter. So -2 is part of my answer. You can write that down on your sheet. The other one was -3 minus 5. That was also part of our formula, and then I get -8, okay? All right, now let's go back to our camera so you can see what's happening. So on the camera, or on here on the document, you see what's happening, -2 over -8. This answer is it's fine. It's not exactly as pretty as we can make it though. If we remember, these two negatives actually become positive. So now it's really 2 over 8. And if you look at this even more closely, you realize you can take 2 out of both of these, the numerator and reduce the fraction. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8 4 times. And that would be the simplest form. This is still correct. This technically is still correct as well, okay? All right, let's go down to number 3. Again, x, y, and we're plugging into this formula right here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out my formula, and it's going to give me an answer that's a fraction, okay? So let me set this up. Y minus y. This y is -1, so -1 goes there. And then this is interesting. My other y is -2. Guys, look at how many negatives are involved here. So let me go back and go ahead and plug this in now. So I'm going to clear all this from last one, and I have the same calculator. You have the same one, all right? You're going to be using this, -2, all right? If you do that properly, you're going to get 1 for your answer. Now go back here. Let's do this next one. I'm going to have -5, which is x, minus 5. Okay? And let's go back to the calculator. Don't just think you know the answer, because this is where you're going to mess up. You have to use the calculator. If I have -5 minus 5, I get -10. And I bet a lot of you thought the answer would have been 0. Do not do this on your own. You can use the calculator. Use it. All right? If I go back, I have -5 minus 5 equals -10, and this is almost perfect. I can actually just make sure the negative always goes to the numerator. When it comes to slope, the negative always applies to the numerator. This is a correct answer, but to make it look a little better, the negative applies to the numerator. You're also going to see it sometimes like this, right in the middle, like on the outside. And that negative always goes to the numerator. All right, let's do number 5 now. Last one. xy, you guys should be good at this point. We're setting it up. We have 5, that's a negative, minus 5. And then I have 5 minus a -2. Well, I look at this top one, -5 minus 5. I'm making sure that's correct. And don't I see that right here? Same thing. So you don't need to plug in everything if you have that answer right there. Now what about this bottom one? Go back to your calculator. 5 minus a -2. 5 minus a -2. Okay, and what do I get? 7, and there's my answer. All right, you guys, take your time, do the best you can. I expect 2, 4, and 6 done on your own tomorrow.